Well, good evening, everyone. Welcome to the April edition of the County Country Advisory Committee. Yeah, I did just come back from a little trip to Arizona. Took my Harley and actually Bill Martin from the Moose Lodge here, and we traveled back and forth. Had a really great time. It was really a good weekend. So for tonight, we're going to have our normal call to order. We'll have our flag salute and some announcements. And then we're going to, we'll be honored by our local Canyon Country Sheriff Zone leaders. We'll be here to talk to us about what's happening here in Canyon Country. Then we got our wires crossed a little bit. Our community preservation presentation is really not going to occur tonight, but that'll just give us more time to talk about I think the key issue here today, which is the sanctuary state law. And we'll talk about both SB 54, exactly what it is, we're going to go right down through it, and I'm going to be asking you to join in with me and maybe have some of a discussion about it. Then AB 450, which is also a new state law, which kind of limits our freedom to interface with the federal government. Then we'll talk about the Dockweiler extension, which was just approved, and who wins and who loses it. Then our version of public participation, which is the first 5 people for 1 minute. And then we'll talk about a little meeting preview and adjourn promptly at 9 o'clock. You know, as usual, I always look for heroes. And 2 months ago, we brought up this gentleman, Anthony Borges, who's 15. And he was in the Florida school shooting. And he used his body to hold a classroom door shut, protecting 20 other students. And in the process, he got shot 5 times. And 2 months ago, there he was in the hospital. And I'm happy to say that today, he got to go home. So it was really, I still wanted to talk about Anthony because this is really, I mean, I watched some of the kids that are on television, and they call them heroes. This guy is the real deal, and he just did a really great job. A little bit about him is that he seemed to have saved at least 20 people. He is a soccer player at the school and used his body as a human shield, was shot 5 times. They put up a GoFundMe page for him, and he's raised about $95,000. But I think the thing that was also interesting was that when they were talking, these are quotes out of his family, they might have been praising his heroism, but they also recognized that there were other heroes as well. This is a 15-year-old Peter Wang. He was a junior reserve training cadet and was shot and killed while ushering other students to safety at that shooting site. Peter was wearing his ROTC uniform, and I believe that he died a hero. So that shows that, you know, when diversity hits, people rise to the occasion. There are heroes all around us. And with that, Judy, would you lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance?
Please stand. Hand over your heart. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Well, thank you very much. I just have a couple of announcements tonight. The Arts Run, which you can tell, like I've said before, that artists made up this poster because they didn't put the date on it, which is going to take place this weekend on April the 21st. So if you're interested in running or having one of your grandkids run or watching one of the law enforcement guys run, well, they'll be out there in Newhall trying to raise money for the arts group. And also, this is the weekend. Yay. This is the weekend for the Cowboy Festival, which will take place at Hart Park and on Main Street. There's no admission fee to Hart Park. There is some admission fees to the things going on at Theater Guild and some of those venues, but you can just show up there. There'll be shuttles going in and out, and I hope all of you that decide to attend will have a very good time. Do we have anybody that wants to speak? Joan, come on up.
Good evening. I hope a lot of you kind of know who I am because I've been following water for a lot of years, about 25 years. And I am very disturbed about the misuse of our recycled water. We pay the sanitation district a lot of money to have our water cleaned, and then the big developers get a hold of it, and they have it on the west side of our city. And on the east side here, we have a park that we could have recycled water for. We have medians, and we're not getting it. And we're paying this money, and somebody else is getting the benefit. One example was the Central Park. The Central Park is using potable water. That's drinking water. They've been doing that since 2000, the year 2000. And we have complained about that, and nothing happens. And then they say, oh, well, they are all these restrictions, and we have to go through hoops and all of this. 17 years or 18 years that they have been saying this, and we still have drinking water on Central Park. So I'm bringing this to you because I think it's we are being cheated. And I know that the one agency now wants control of all of this, and they've had a lot of control up until now, and this is even more. And they are not, they go for grants, but are they getting grants for this side of the city? We are being left out. So I'd like you to know this is going on. I've been watching it. I've been disturbed about it. And we need a voice to get us the recycled water on this side of our city. Thank you.
Well, getting there until bewitching hour here. I don't know, do we have anything scheduled for next month? I don't know if we can have another great discussion like this, but I don't think so. We'll probably do something else.
You're going to ask Daniel.
Huh?
You're going to ask Daniel.
Okay, we'll see. Oh, yeah. We'll ask Mr. Rivas.
What are they building in the, I live up on Sunday Ridge, or if anybody knows what that is, above the Santa Cruz Park. What are they building out in the
city?
Well, I know they're building a city, but what are those two buildings going up?
Where?
Middle of the river.
Oh, you're talking about by Sand Canyon?
Yeah, they're in Great.
That's Vista Canyon Ranch.
Yeah, but what are those two big buildings they're building? They're building some kind of,
Right now, they're building the water treatment plant.
is that what it is?
Yeah.
Not a sewer plant.
Yes.
Yeah, it isn't who you ask.
Well, are they gonna put the city right beside the sewer plant?
They're building a water treatment plant, and that's been part of the plan the whole time. But they're not. They're going to treat. They're going to treat. They're not treating solids. They're only treating liquid, and they're going to take that and use that recycled water back on the Vista Canyon Ranch project, over in the Sand Canyon Plaza project, and it's all of that recycling is going to be used for irrigation. So there you go. So I tell you what, I want to thank all of you. I thought that was a great discussion. I hope everybody learned a lot. I did. And I hope you'll choose, even if you've never been here before, to come back to the Canyon Country Advisory Committee for a little more of a structured meeting next time. Thank you.